Hello. Hi guys, happy Friday. Welcome into the live. If you watch the video later, shout out to you. How you doing? How you doing today? Oh, Steez is in the chat. Hello. I am doing okay. I can't crochet or knit everything. Do I have a fractured hand? Sharon, that sucks. I'm so sorry. Remember, emotes are working now? Yes. Fantastic. Well, guys, you'll never believe why we're doing a live stream today instead of posting a video. Like I said, apparently it's opposite week. We had a live stream Monday and Friday and a video on Wednesday, when usually we do video Monday and Friday and then live stream on Wednesday. So this week is just, you know, it's all flipped, but that's okay. That's all right. We're still here. So there we go. All right. Well, I was absolutely planning on having a video for today, but I was busy. No, I wasn't. I wasn't busy at all. I was, I don't think I did anything to the audio, but I mean, I see it peaking. I don't know where I got this pillow. It's just a breastfeeding pillow somewhere online. I've been doing nothing. Well, I've been working. If you guys can see back here, these bags are back in stock. Just got these. Hey, Ollie. We just picked these up 3 days ago. 3 days ago, I think. That's what it was. Let me see. I got the first batch. Sounds tin can-ish. Apologies. I don't know what I'm doing today. I'm so sorry. My brain functioning is low. Okay. I just want to let everyone know that these definition tote bags are back in stock. If you look at the website right now, they will say sold out, but I'm going to put some of them in stock. But you must know that I will not get them until next week. Is it on the right mic? I don't know what other mic it would be on, but I'll check it. Is that different? Oh, it's totally different. What mic was it on? Hello? Sorry, guys. Normally that setting is just regular, but oh, it's because Streamlabs updated. Okay, my bad. Apologies. That's way better. Okay. Sorry, friends. It was on my camera mic. Ew. Yeah, it should be on. It's worse now? Oh, geez. It's not worse, just softer. I can... Hey. How's that? How's that for audio? God forbid we see people outside. I'll turn the gain up just a little bit so it'll be a little bit higher. But I had it muted because Neji is barking at people. Guys, all right. Audio's all good. I'm going to talk about these bags for 1 second. So on the website right now, they're sold out, but I will put them back in stock. If anyone is interested, just know that they will not be mailed until next week. I picked up the first batch. The print shop is giving them to me in small batches because that's what I asked for. The overall order was a big batch of 1,000. I picked up the first small batch, which had 120 in there. So those have been sold out. I will restock, I think 200 more so that they can still be sold, but I will not pick up the next 200 bags until next week. But I mean, right now is Friday, so anyway, just to let you know, if you order one right now, it won't be shipped until next week. Okay? Are we all cool with that? We're all cool with that? Good. That's great. Okay, everyone. Yes, these are the same bags as before, but if you guys have been around, if you've been here, if you've been chatting, I switched manufacturers. So the quality is just a little bit better than the last batch of bags. So, they look exactly the same. So I didn't take any new pictures, but yeah. The fabric colors are pretty much right on. The fabric is a little bit thicker. It's a little bit nicer. The sewing quality is definitely nicer than on the last bags. There's a zipper on the top. There's no pockets on the inside, but there is a zipper. Hold on. On the top. There you go. So the top closes. There's a zipper pocket on the back of the bag. So there you go. I, for one, am personally very happy with this new batch of bags. So that's good. That's what's important. On the last order, I had to do... They weren't like terrible, but I basically had to do a quality check on all of them, and I had to hold back like a ton of them that had like ripped seams, or the zipper wasn't sewn in correctly, or, you know, stuff like that. So these are basically the same, but better made. So they're back in stock. They're back in stock. I know you've been waiting, or at least some of you have been waiting. So there you go. There you go. Thank you for waiting. I appreciate you. Okay. We are doing a live stream today rather than a video because I was planning to do a video, but then my brain decided to have a migraine for 2 days and I couldn't do anything. So, therefore, 2 days, no work. I don't have a video, so you're going to get a live stream today instead. But you know what? I could have just posted nothing, so there you go. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the tulips. Those are cute. Dude, I get migraines, and what I usually do is I try to go to sleep because if I'm asleep, I can't feel the migraine. So that's pretty much what I do. My last 2 migraines that I've had, like, I'm pretty sure it was this week, the last migraine that I had, which was like 2 days ago. And then not even like a week ago, I had another horrible migraine. No, that's not true. It was 2 weeks ago. But anyway, my last 2 migraines have been so bad that I was throwing up, which is very unusual for me. I don't usually throw up whenever I have migraines, but apparently that's just going to happen now. I mean, I hope it doesn't become a regular thing with migraines, but the last 2 were just like so horribly bad. Made me super nauseous, and then I was throwing up, and then I was like, okay, this is just it's terrible. It's terrible. Very common with migraines though. I know it's common. It's just it doesn't usually happen. So I'm like, I hate it. I hate it. I don't think that I grind my teeth in my sleep. I'm pretty sure I don't, but so anyway, that's what's up. That's why we don't have a video today. That's why we're doing a live stream instead. Thanks for the goat. Jessica, hello. Thank you for the super chat. How many pegs does your Spyro machine have? I have a Centro. I have 2 Centros. I think there's 2 of them. It's like a 48. There's a 48 pin and a 40 pin, right? The 48 pin is the one that I use for beanies, which I actually haven't made beanies in quite a while. And then the 40 pin, that one is used for ear warmers. So okay. This is our live stream project that we have been working on. We've been making a spiderweb top in the colors black and Berry Crush in Lily Sugar and Cream. Last time we got done this entire side, so this time I'm hoping we can get done the other entire side. Hello, thank you. Oh, flower, lovely. And that's the plan as far as right now. Oh. Okay. I had the 20 pin Centro knitting machine at some point, and I'm pretty sure I gave it to like one of my friends because I never used that thing. I don't even know what it's for, honestly. Okay, so we started here. Yay for tote bags. Yay, yay, yay. We've been waiting a hot minute for these tote bags, so I'm so happy that they're done. I've been using like some straws here and there, but trying not to do a lot of straw drinking after the wisdom teeth removal. You know, my stepmom also got a daith piercing on both of her ears for migraines, and I don't know. I wonder I wonder if it would help. I don't think it could hurt. I mean, it might hurt a little bit because it's a piercing until it heals, but... Hi, Cade. Welcome to the live. The top is pretty, thank you. Oh my gosh, 8 months without a migraine? I would be so living my life. I can't imagine. I have a neurologist, and I go to the neurologist, and I talk to them about migraines, and they always just go, okay, and then they like type it in the computer and say nothing else. So maybe I'll have a real conversation with them next time. Who knows? A daith piercing is a piercing like kind of inside your ear. Like it's somewhere in here in the middle area. But apparently it is known to help with migraines. I have actually been wanting to get more ear piercings, and I have done that. I have two lobe piercings, so like nothing crazy. But I also have started to wear earrings more, which has been super helpful for me because I have never liked my ears, which is why my hair is always down, mainly to cover my ears because they've always been a big insecurity for me. Whenever I was growing up, people would like call me elephant and stuff, even though my ears are generally not that big. But at some point, after I kind of grew up and matured, I was like, if I decorate my ears, then they are much prettier than... Is it pronounced doth? Anyway, so once I got my double lobe piercing, I was like, awesome. Now I want to get a third lobe piercing, and while I'm at it, I might as well get the daith doth. See if it helps at all with migraines. Do a little experiment, because why not? And if it doesn't help, then that's fine. My ears are prettier, so... I currently don't have any medications for migraines because, like I said, my doctor doesn't really say anything about migraines. They're just like, I'm like, I have migraines, and they're like, okay, how often? And then I tell them how often because I keep track of it on my this app that I have. And they go, okay, and then they write it down, and then that's the end of the conversation. What's going on outside? Nothing. Earlier there were people walking by that got Neji all riled up, but now there is nothing. I got an MRI at some point. I got an MRI. Did I? No, I think I did. I'm pretty sure I got an MRI at some point. Whenever I started having seizures, they were like, I got an MRI, and it showed nothing. Nothing. Anyway, how is your Friday going so far? What are you guys up to? The brain is weird, isn't it? Working on a hexagon cardigan? Love. I need to make some. Right now I'm working on a spiderweb crop top. I have a pattern for this on my website, and I also have a video tutorial on my channel if anyone is interested, but here's how it's going. We're making a size extra large, and today I'm planning on finishing the other half. Once the other half is done, we should be able to move on to the straps and then be finished. Triangle shawl, that's awesome. Working on a summer top with 3mm needles. I have a whip. I have a whip somewhere around here with 3mm needles that I need to get back to. The yarn that I'm using right now is Lily Sugar and Cream Cotton. Working, I'm glad to keep you company. Baby blanket, lovely. You're trying Tunisian crochet, cool. Baby sweater, mosaic, nice. Oh. Guys, I saw a TikTok video the other day of somebody making a quilt, and on the back of the quilt, instead of doing a regular like sandwich top of the quilt with batting and then a plain back of the quilt, they just made a quilt top and then they quilted it onto a blanket. Just like kind of a regular, I think it was like a fleece blanket. Where are my scissors, bro? I've been missing my scissors for like freaking days. Where are they? It's not in there. Hold on, chat. Quilt on quilt, right? So then the back of the blanket is just like soft because it's a blanket. It's like a regular felt blanket, obviously. And then the front of it is a fabric quilt. Doesn't that sound cool? I thought it was like genius. I think I found them. I think I found. I haven't crocheted a rug before. My mom does that with her quilts. You know what? I was thinking about making a baby quilt just to kind of like try it out. I don't think, I'm pretty sure I have never made a quilt fully by myself. I have made quilts or worked on quilts, as you know, but it's always like at my grandma's house or with my grandma. But I've never actually made a quilt by myself. So I was like, maybe I could start there, like make a small quilt and then try quilting it just on top of a felt blanket. Kind of just like for funsies. Why not? You know? I've also been watching a lot of content about jelly rolls lately. And that's probably what I would do. I would buy a jelly roll for the top of it, and I was really just wanting to do like just some like regular squares, you know, just maybe like a diagonal pattern of squares or something. And call it good, huh? I think I've been thinking about this because if you've never heard of a jelly roll rug, you should go look it up. it's a very interesting project. But jelly rolls in general are just like strips of fabric, a bunch of strips of fabric that all go together. And then you can use them for whatever you want, you know? So if I got jelly rolls, I would buy them and I would cut them into squares, and then I would make the square design like I was talking about for like just a little baby blanket. I like the idea of jelly rolls because I am lazy. So like pre-cut fabric sounds fantastic to me. You know? I mean, actually, jelly rolls are like strips of fabric, but I know I've seen pre-cut squares. So I could just fully buy pre-cut squares and then just sew them into a quilt. Obviously, that would be more expensive than buying the full sheets of fabric and then cutting them up into squares yourself, right? Like, obviously, there must be some, yeah, fat quarters. Cutting the squares is my favorite part of quilting. Sorry, apologies. I'm so dry over here. Not lazy, just limited on time. My favorite part of the quilting process is sewing and quilting. So if I can get past cutting out squares, then I would love that. I would adore that. I feel like that would at least get me the little kick that I would need to get into quilting, and then maybe eventually one day I'll start cutting out my own squares. But as of right now, if I could just buy pre-cut squares or strips of fabric and then cut those strips into squares, like I think the strips are like either 4 or 4.5 inches wide or something, then I'll just cut them into 4. I'll just cut the strip into squares, you know? Oh, Frankie, thank you for the super chat. You're an inspiration. I always look forward to your videos. You've helped me through tough artist blocks, and thank you for being you and being awesome. Have a great day and weekend. Thank you, Frankie. Thank you, thank you. I hope you have a great day too. Oh, if today's your birthday, happy birthday. Your P.O. box about to be just fabric squares. Okay, so I'm not trying to I'm not trying to have a fabric collection the way that I have a yarn collection. But I mean, honestly, let's be honest, if I get into quilting, that will probably change. But as of right now, I'm like, I just kind of want to make like, you know, a little baby quilt and try that blanket quilting thing that I saw, you know? So I was just going to buy the fabric for one quilt and then make the quilt and then be done with it. And it's like, yay, we're done. You know? I don't think that my house could handle a whole nother stash, be it fabric versus yarn. Like, where am I going to put that, you know? Where is it going to go? I have been thinking about going downstairs into our guest room because we have 2 guest rooms. There's one upstairs and one downstairs. The upstairs one is low-key overflowing with my business stuff. And I'm about to take over the second guest room downstairs for a sewing area. Because the only thing in there right now is one pull-out couch, which has been kind of like permanently in the pulled-out bed position. That's true. That's what I got. That's what we got this big house for. So I'm like, okay, I need to go into the guest room downstairs and I need to, first of all, put away the pull-out couch. And then I need to set up my sewing machine table and get that all ready to go so that I can make and quilt. If I sew a baby quilt, I might sell it. I might. Although, oh my gosh, I feel like quilting is a lot more expensive than crocheting, isn't it? I feel like people sell quilts for crazy prices, huh? These are my favorite scissors. They are Singer. I like them because they're small. I take them on planes all the time. I've never had any problems. The blade is shorter than 4 inches, so they shouldn't get taken away from you. I've brought them a lot of places inside and outside of the US, so these are my fave. They're really sharp. They come in multiple colors. I have pink ones, I have purple ones, I have blue ones, and they're just really convenient. I carry them around everywhere. So these are my favorite. Singer. Good scissors. Right? Quilting takes a lot of time. I have put a couple things onto my my like Amazon wish list because my birthday is going to come up in August. I put a tiny iron on there, a mini iron that's like this big or whatever. So it's easier for whenever you're just pressing seams. I put a steamer on there because believe it or not, I don't have a steamer. Maybe I'll start steam blocking things. Imagine. After crocheting for 13 years, I officially start blocking things. And it's not even real blocking, it's just steam blocking. There you go. You can quilt with any fabric. I have used sheets as backing. Yeah, that's usually what my grandma does, actually. We usually just buy a flat sheet and use it as the back of the quilt. I've just never seen anyone do it with like a felt blanket on the back of it because then you don't have to use any batting. Sounds genius. I need to give it a try. My birthday is August 25th. Caesar's birthday is actually coming up first. His birthday is July 28th. He's going to be an old man. Hello. If you are brand new, just getting into knitting, I would recommend wooden needles generally. The Clover Takumi needles are usually pretty good, mainly because if you're just starting out, then most people are prone to dropping knit stitches, but if you have wooden needles, they're a little bit less slippery, so they tend to be helpful for beginners. That's what I would recommend. But then eventually you might want to upgrade to some slippier needles so that you can knit faster, but just starting out. Definitely recommend wooden needles. Love my bamboo needles. Lots of people don't like the sound of metal needles. Singer scissors on Amazon for 14 pounds. I don't use bamboo yarn very often, so I guess I don't really have any opinions on it necessarily. I highly recommend the Moda Jelly Roll called Home Sweet Haunt. What if I just really, really get into quilting? It's probably not going to happen. Because quilting just takes so long. I'd probably get hyperfixated on it for a little bit and then I'd be like, dang, this takes so long. And then I would go back to crocheting because the constant gratification of finishing projects is very important to me. Do it. I think that no sorry. I'm malfunctioning. Why did I start talking about quilting? I started talking about quilting because well, first of all, it's been coming on my For You page a lot lately. So I've been thinking about it, but also on my last live, someone was talking about someone said like, how are your New Year's resolutions going? And I was like, I don't even know. I should probably check on that. And then someone left a comment on the live stream VOD and they were like, I went back and I watched your New Year's resolutions video and here were your resolutions. And I think one of them was another Uncle Alert, thanks. Thanks for that. One of them was to sew more. So is that right? My goals for 2026. Here's what I wrote down. Make myself 2 wearables. I haven't done that. Do more crafts other than knitting and crochet. Okay. Do more crafts other than knitting and crocheting. So that was one of them. The next one is get more comfortable with merchandise. I'd say we've done that. I'm definitely getting more comfortable with merchandise, yeah. Write at least 2 patterns. I did want to do more cross stitching, you're right. Okay. Oh gosh, have I released a pattern so far this year? No. Okay. You're killing it. I don't know if I'm killing it. Okay. So the one I'm probably the most behind on right now is writing patterns because if I'm going to write another pattern, I'm going to need to get on it. And then the last goal that I wrote down was set up my sewing room / merch storage. And half of that is done. We have set up the merch storage room. That was a whole vlog. It now contains a bunch of merch in there. So that's good. We did that. And I was just talking about setting up my sewing room. So we are on track. Kind of, maybe. Yeah, the sewing room won't be very hard. It's just that I want to get a new table for my sewing machine. The table that I have right now is quite small and it is not a very stable table. So I'm definitely going to need a better table for my sewing machine. Something that's bigger and something that doesn't wobble whenever you move it. Yeah. So there's that. I was counting the red sweater as my first wearable of the year because technically I finished it after New Year's. So even though I worked on most of it during Vlogmas, which was December of 2025, I didn't actually finish it until January. So I was like, I'm cheesing the system. I was like, yeah, this is going to be my first finished project of the year. There we go. That counts. Thank you. Moving on. Your mom gave you a sewing machine today. Awesome. The sewing machine, the sewing table that my grandma has, my dad made it for her. So, I don't know. I may ask my father for a custom sewing table. When was the kelp bucket hat? Good question. Good question. Let me look. That was August 2025. Was that my last pattern? I think so. Let me see. Let me look on Ravelry. I made 3 patterns in 2025. I have 0 patterns as of 2026, and we're 7 months in. I wanted to write 2 patterns. In 2025, I wrote the chunky knit beanie pattern in January. That one was really easy. And then I did the granny hexagon cardigan written pattern in July of 2025. And then I was on a roll. So in August of 2025, I released the kelp bucket hat pattern. So yeah. This year has 0 pattern releases, and I wanted to do 2. I don't know if that is going to be possible. I did do the fingerless glove video, but I didn't write a written pattern, so I don't have a written pattern for the long sleeve spiderweb shirt thing. There are multiple things that I could do. I wanted to do the V-stitch sweater. Yeah. If I do the sweater, that will be a lot of work, or at least I'm thinking it'll be a lot of work. So, who knows? I already have the instructions written out for the first one that I made, which was just in like a size medium. And I just, boy, I don't want to do size grading, so that's on me. Size grading sucks. Which is why I wrote 2 hat patterns last year, because you don't have to do size grading on that. And they're so quick and easy. That's why amigurumi artists out there like put out patterns like no other. It's because it's a one and done. You write the pattern and you're finished. Clothing patterns are so much harder. There are professional graders out there. Send me some recommendations. Could I hire someone? Maybe a bag pattern. True. Bags are one size. Hi, Jack. That's true. That's true. Some of my friends have offered to help me with sizing and patterns. How about I start writing the V-stitch crochet sweater pattern? That means I need to start making some V-stitch crochet sweaters for the drop. We could do some Halloween flavored things. I did a red and green striped one for Christmas last year. I feel like doing one in black and white stripes would be super fun. Just in general, but also for Halloween. Love some black and white stripes. We'll see. If you ordered them yesterday, then they probably will get shipped today. This is all I have left from the first batch, so I'll be packing all of these at some point today, probably. And I'm gonna pack the orders in the order that they came in. So I'm gonna say it depends on. Well, if you ordered it yesterday, then yes, you should be getting them shipped. Because I just restocked the bags at the beginning of this live stream today. So everything that was stocked yesterday was in stock. Anything that's ordered today will be shipped next week whenever I pick up the next batch. Black and White Stripes gives Beetlejuice, Nightmare Before Christmas, and Cruella de Vil. True. Yes, Ollie, thank you. Hi, Cassidy. No, don't ever use AI to resize. Don't ever do that. Just don't. Garbage. Garbage. I would pay a professional size grader a million times before I ran it through AI. Oh, thanks for the corgi. That guy's always so cute. So cute. Rosie, excited to get the Pink Passionate in the mail on Tuesday. Yay. Crazy suggestion. I did pack some bag orders in the next vlog, which should be out on Monday. I didn't go overboard on the packing because some people hate it. I got this long comment the other day about it was some old woman complaining about packing orders in the video. Crazy take. Although I always get a couple complaints whenever I have long packing segments in the videos, but I also get usually the same amount of love for it. So it's like a lot of people hate it, a lot of people love it. I personally love it. I think it's fun to watch and it's kind of like an ASMR thingy. So I like watching long packing segments. So I keep them in my videos because I personally enjoy it. And I know some of you enjoy it too, so. But some people hate it. They hate it more than anything. And I'm like, there is a fast forward option. Just saying. I would watch a 2-hour video of just packing. People are weird. Yeah. People complain about anything. Which, fair enough, but like, why leave a long comment about it? I don't know. I don't know. I need to stop reading comments. Or at least I need to read fewer comments. Or I don't know. So much math, right? The math part is crazy. That's why I don't want to do it, because I'm not good at math. And whenever I was doing the sizing on the granny cardigan, I made all of the cardigans in every size myself, or I at the very least made half of it, you know, so I could do one full side and sleeve. Because I am a visual person, or I'm a tactile person. I need to do it with my hands. I can't just like figure it out in my brain usually. Like, okay, I can write out like I can write the pattern out, but like I don't know if that's going to work until I actually make the thing. Who knows, man? Who knows? Comments can be a double-edged sword. The nice ones that lift you up for just one right after tearing you down. Yeah. I have a problem where I can read 20 nice, amazing comments in a row, and then I can read one bad comment, and then it just like ruins my whole day. So that's just me. Queen of letting things get to me. I usually delete them because if I don't delete them, then I tend to go back and read them over and over again. So I have found that the best solution whenever I get a hate comment is to delete it immediately so that I don't go back and find it again later. Because I will, because I'm crazy like that. I don't know. I can't stop myself. Right? Overthinking. Have a wonderful day, Catherine. Some of them are funny though. I got a comment the other day on a video. It was my how to knit for absolute beginners. And someone had left a comment on it and they said, "You are just such a terrible teacher. You're never going to make it. You should delete your channel right now." Um, and then at the very end, they also had to add on that they really hate my voice and I sound incredibly annoying. So that comment made me laugh. Oh, thanks for the unk alert. Thank you for the unk alert. That comment made me laugh, specifically the "you should delete your channel now because you're never going to make it" comment. Because I was like, they obviously didn't even look at my channel, you know? Unless they think that where I'm at currently is not making it, which then I guess, sure, whatever. But I don't know. That one made me giggle a little bit. The ones that are just so wrong. Yeah. If my knitting tutorials don't help someone, then that's totally fine. My teaching style may not be for them, and they can always just go and click on someone else's tutorial and see if that works better for them. But I'm like, dang, girl, are you having a bad day? You know? Crazy. People are crazy. Happy 1 month, Samantha. I hate rude people. Yes. Caesar told me the other day that I should. Well, he recommended he had a video idea because he just watched someone else do it. He was like, "You should make a video where you read all of your hate comments." And I was like, "No. No, no, no." I can't imagine. I could not. I could never. Happy 4 months. Katrina's? Katrina, happy 4 months. Thank you for being a bestie. Welcome to the live, Lindsay. Yay for market prep. I don't think I'll ever delete the channel. I think that would be crazy. There's an official Stardew crochet book coming out in January. Cute. Fun. Is it all Ami or are there other things in it? Looney Loops, happy 15 months. That's a good folder. Oh, yeah. Make a video where Caesar reads my hate comments. I think we could do that. That would be funny. And I'm just sitting in the back, like, yeah. You know? Speaking of C's, is he live yet? He should be playing more Pal World today. Whenever I'm editing, I use DaVinci Resolve. He's not live yet. Guys, Smosh got T-Pain on. Oh, I know what I'm watching later. Oh my gosh, Joanne. With the 5 gifted memberships, thank you so much. If and when I have hand pain, I plan to start sewing. That's what I've always said, is that whenever my hands give out from all the crochet and knitting, I'm going to start my sewing journey. Because sewing, as far as what I have experienced and what I assume, is that sewing is much less hard on the hands compared to knitting and crochet. So I'm saving most of my sewing journey for whenever I get old and my hands can't handle the yarn anymore. Oh yeah, I'll be using a sewing machine, yeah. I have I don't remember which one exactly, but I have a Bernina sewing machine. My grandma bought it for me whenever I went to college. So that was back in 2019 or 2018. Yes, my first sewing machine was also my grandma's. It was either, I think it was my grandma's or it was my great grandma's. It might have been my great grandma's and then my grandma's and then mine. But she gave it to me at some point for Christmas. It was super old. Used it for a while. And then she bought me a new one whenever I went to college because my major was fashion design. And I did a lot of sewing. Absolutely treasure my grandma. I'm going to her house on Tuesday. We are actually going to do some quilting. So you should totally learn how to set up your sewing machine again. I did major in fashion design, but I didn't graduate, so I don't have the degree or anything. I only did 2 years. And then COVID happened, and then I was like, I can't do online school, so I dropped out. And then my YouTube channel got really big, and now I'm just here. I never went back. My siblings do not like crafting, but to be fair, we do not share that grandma. My grandma is my dad's mom, and I don't have any full siblings with on my dad's side. So they do not have a crafty grandma as I do. I've tried to teach my sisters how to crochet, but and they did it for a little bit, but they did it for like the day that I taught them, but none of them were interested. I don't know if I would go back to school later. Did I reverse muted? Huh? Or did I just not mute? Did you guys hear me chugging water and sniffling my nose? If so, apologies. Sorry. Someone said live with grandma. My grandma's pretty nonchalant. We heard you drinking, LOL, yes. Oh, okay, great. Awesome. Great. How did I just press it twice? Whatever. It doesn't matter. Thanks. Thanks for that. 1, 2. What I was saying is that my grandma is very nonchalant whenever I bring my camera to her house and I am like, you know, I'm going to film us quilting or like I'm going to film us baking or whatever. She's always like, "All right." And I'm like, "Do you want to be in it?" And she's like, "I don't care." So, but I don't know if she would do a live stream with me. I think I don't know. I think she would say yes and she would do it, but it would be really weird for her. Oh yeah, we're doing so good on the top. We're making a spiderweb top right now. Here's how it's going. Update. Yarnology sweatshirts are pretty stocked up, I think, although I'm pretty sure I'm sold out of a couple sizes. What sizes am I sold out in? Yarnology sweatshirts are all in stock except for the 2X and the 3X. Okay. I could do a run sometime soon to restock those, yes. But first, they're currently still printing these bags. After that, they are going to be printing the green Yarnology tote bags. And after that, I have a new t-shirt design also ordered. So that's what they'll be working on. After all of that is done, then we can get some more pullover sweatshirts. So much going on. Pink sweatshirt? Our yarn is not squeaking as much today as it has been in the past 2 live streams. I have a video on how to do stockinette. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, I need to do 3 more rows. And then we'll start decreasing on both sides instead of just the bottom. And then it's been an hour and 10 minutes. I think we might be able to do 1 row of the outline today. I don't know if I'm going to do all the straps. The colors are Berry Crush and black. I don't buy any Juicy Couture at the moment because it's not being made anymore. It was a Joann exclusive yarn, so you can't find it anywhere anymore. All of the Juicy Couture that I have left are my stash that I bought beforehand from Joann. I bought a lot of it, and also people have sent me a lot of it in the mail. So, oh right. People are finding it at Ollie's. It's no longer being manufactured. So if you're getting it at Ollie's, it's because that's like what's left over after Joann had closed. You know, that's why it's at the discount store. But as of right now, online or anything, you can't really get any new Juicy Couture. We should definitely make some bandanas for the drop if people want them. Yes. Need to make some ear warmers too for the cold weather. They only have 3 colors and they've had it for so long, really. I've gone to my Ollie's multiple times and they have not had Juicy, so it's only at certain locations, I guess. The new t-shirt is I don't know. Do you guys want spoilers, or you'll just have to wait until I show it to you? I don't know. I don't know. Spoil us. Oh yeah, only one video this week. If you missed the beginning of the live, we're having a bit of an opposite week this week because I missed Monday, so I did a live instead, and then I uploaded a video on Wednesday, and now on Friday I also didn't have enough time to finish a video, so we're doing another live. So it's a little bit switched this week, but this is not the new norm. I'm trying to... Oh, now it's squeaky. Now it's squeaky. Okay. The new t-shirt is... I showed it to you guys. Remember whenever we were looking at t-shirts the other day? No, it was a while ago. I'll show you guys what color it is, if you would like. Oh my gosh. What t-shirt was it? I can't remember. Hold on. No, don't. If you don't want spoilers, then go away and come back. I am still planning to do a live tomorrow. Yes. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Hold on. Okay. I'm not going to show you the design. I'm just showing you what color it is, okay? This is said t-shirt. 4810 GD unisex heavyweight garment dye t-shirt. I will be having sizes small through 4XL. Small through 4XL, that is. And the color that I chose happens to be one of these. Yes, one of them. Washed red. Wow. Okay. So I picked this color because I wanted pink. Okay, but look at the pink options. This one is bubblegum. That's too pink. That's too much. That's too much, right? And then there's this one. That's not enough. Hello? Where is it? It says pink, but where is it? I don't believe you. That's not pink. Where is the pink? So I picked washed red because it's kind of giving pink, but it's kind of giving, oh my gosh, someone said Dr. Pepper. Damn. Did I subconsciously pick a Dr. Pepper t-shirt? Did I subconsciously pick Dr. Pepper? Guys, come who No. No. Yeah, okay. Well, that's great. Here you go. That's what color it is. Back, angle, front. I was looking at I was also looking at all of the washed colors. You see how it says washed right here? And that's because they are a little bit more faded. Rather than like this. This one is just like boom, color right in your face. I love a washed out look. It makes it look nice and vintage. So, this is the one that I chose. I was hoping for it to look a little bit more pink. I've seen them in person. It does kind of give red, so maybe this is a Dr. Pepper situation here. Oh no. Oh no. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. This is not a Dr. Pepper shirt. Okay. Yeah, there you go. I was hoping for a kind of vintage, like dusty pink look. Like a dusty dark kind of a pink, but it's fine. That's fine. There you go. And as far as the design goes, it's going to be a big square kind of thing. And the name is Crafty Doodle. And that's all I will tell you. Right? Dr. Pepper is more maroon. Absolutely. Anyway, that's the t-shirt and the color that's going to be coming out. But like I was looking at all of these other ones. Isn't like what were some of our favorites when we were looking at these? I think I liked washed chestnut. I was trying not to pick white or is there a chocolate one? I was trying not to pick white or green because my other merchandise is white and green. And yeah, so there you go. Oh, washed time. God. It's so good. Washed royal blue. That's gorgeous. But once again, I was trying not to pick greens because all of my merch is just going to be green. Now, see, compare it to the actual red color. It's not that red. It's not that red. It's fine. Just like in your mind. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's because I was clicking through all of these and I was like, dang, that's too bright. And then I was like, well, that's not bright enough. And then I was like, wow, that's really red. And then eventually, whenever I got down here, I was like, okay, that's kind of a washed out pink. Sure. I just finished out Christmas colors. Dang. A nice black t-shirt is really good. I also absolutely love a gray t-shirt. Washed charcoal. No, there's more gray. That one. Washed gray. I love a plain gray. A washed gray. Beautiful. So, yeah. Washed red. This is the next merch that's coming out. It's going to have a big design on the front. It's going to be very cute. Maybe eventually wash charcoal. I love gray. Chestnut is nice too. Or is it, we want chestnut or we want cacao? Washed maroon. Now that one's Dr. Pepper. Now that one's Dr. Pepper. Okay. That's all. That's all. Back to work. Back to work. So I was hoping to have these out by August. I was wanting to do a little birthday drop / live stream, birthday live stream, new merch. Kind of a situation like that. But I don't know. I can't give you any guarantees. What about a purple? My birthday is August 25th. Print shop working flat out. Vroom. Yeah. I'm like, can I come over and help you print? No, I wouldn't ask them. I would not ask them of that. But I mean, I don't know. Would it be weird to ask, like, can you pause working on the bags and print the t-shirts instead and then go back to the bags? That's asking a lot, right? Like, I mean, come on. Come on now. 15. Okay, so this should be my last row. That's true. They could say no, but I don't know. Purple next. You should get an embroidery machine when you are richer. My Amazon wish list is not public. I don't want you guys buying things for me. That's just a little list for me and my fam. Don't. Yeah. It is a one color print, so I'm thinking that they'll go pretty fast. I only ordered 500 of them for the t-shirts, so limited quantity for the first round. If it goes anything like when we did these, they'll sell out crazy fast. But we'll see. It depends. Dr. Pepper colored pants. You know what? Doing sweatpants would be fun. I personally love wearing sweatpants. Maybe like a sweat set, matching sweatshirt and sweatpants. Eventually. Do you still have the pink ones left? Pink. These? Yes. I could sell it as a sweat set, but then also have it as like singles if people only want the sweatpants, or Oh my gosh, yes. Someone write this down. Sweatsuit. Sweatsuit. I'm gonna come back to this note in like a couple months and I'm like, why does this just say sweatsuit? It'll come back to me. It'll come back to me. I freaking love sweatpants. God, I love sweatpants. No juicy velour sweatsuit, no. Just regular old sweatpants. Dude, if I had my own, like, matching sweatshirt, although, I'm not a big fan of hooded sweatshirts, so. We could put text on the butt. It's just, that's not going to be fuzzy like the Juicy Couture. If I had my own matching set of sweatpants and sweatshirt, I would just wear that all the time on camera. A quarter zip? Yeah. I think a sweatsuit might be like a limited edition item, like kind of like we were talking about in one of my other live streams, where eventually, after we kind of get the main line of merchandise laid out, then I'll start selling limited edition stuff where I like only get 1,000 of them and then never sell them again or something like that. Have it feel like old t-shirts and I'm sold. Yes, the Yarnology tote bags are next on the docket. That's a thing, right? I'm just saying words over here. A docket is a formal chronological summary of all proceedings, filings, and deadlines in a specific court case. Oh. Court case. Anyway, at the moment, the printers are working on this. The next thing that they're working on is the Yarnology bags, and then after that, it would be the t-shirts. But I may ask them to switch the t-shirts and the Yarnology tote bags. We'll see. They asked me whenever they got everything delivered. They got all of the bags came from the same factory, so they have them all. They have all of these, the blanks. They have these, and they have the Yarnology bags, and I think they may have the sweatshirts, or at the very least, not the sweatshirts, the t-shirts. At the very least, they have ordered the t-shirts. They asked me which one I wanted to be done first, and I told them those because we've been waiting on those bags to be restocked for a long time now. But, I mean, technically I didn't tell them what I wanted to be done next. That's just the order that I paid for them in, you know? So, I figured that would be the order that they did them in. Water bottles for merch. I think this is the last last round. And then, new merch design could go on a sticker, yes. Okay, I'm going to have to ask them for the artwork so I can put it on a sticker. I'm going to have to ask them for like a high quality PNG or something like that. Absolutely. Sticker. If I'm going to do that, I should order the stickers right now. Stickers. Stickers. Okay. Oh my gosh. I did sell the misprints, yes. Ooh, 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 stickers, ooh. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we want to, okay, on the outline, I'm going to do, it gets 2 rows of single crochet. Should I do both rows in black, or should we do 1 row in Berry Crush and then 1 row black? This matches my pants. Okay, we'll do 2 rows of black. So that means we're done with this. Beautiful. Gonna do this. And then we're going to chain how many? 5. There we go. Now we need to do the outline. Top is done. We are now moving on to the outline and the straps. Oh my gosh. I'm pretty sure I do just 2 rows on the front side, right? Yeah. Okay. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't. This one is a extra large. It should be. I did 13 rows on the length. Stay hydrated, everyone. It's so humid that my swamp cooler stopped working. The squeak returns. It is so humid outside. Every time we walk outside to take our dogs out, both Caesar and I's glasses get immediately fogged up. All of the windows are fogged up every morning, and then it kind of goes away. But yeah, the humidity over here is a lot. I can't remember if it's 1 single crochet or 2 single crochets. I think it was 2, but I might have changed it to 1. Someone has a pattern for a spiderweb dress. I bought it. It's somewhere. Sorry, I'm looking at the pattern. Okay. There's a spider web dress, and I've never made it because I bought the pattern and then I was looking at the pattern and it says that you can't sell the dress after you've made it. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm never gonna make this. And I don't know where it is. Oh, here it is. Spiderweb dress pattern by Butterfly Blues Crochet. It's really pretty. Is it that you can't sell it, or yeah. It says you may not sell any product made using this pattern. Therefore, I'm not going to waste my time making it. So that sucks. Bummer. Should have read it. Or I don't, maybe it was in the item description whenever I bought the pattern. Maybe it wasn't. Who knows? But if I had known that, I wouldn't have bought the pattern. So now it just sits there, never to be made. It's really cute. It might have said it in the pattern description. I can't remember. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Charlotte's Web for Halloween this year. Fun. It's not like enforceable per se, but I don't want to step on anyone's toes, so can't decide. I'm doing 2 single crochets in every space across the bottom. But I honestly can't. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be 1 or 2. I feel like there's too many stitches, but it's fine. Oh, I'm not going to reach out to the pattern writer. No way. You guys are telling me to talk to people? Ooh. No. Yeah, I've never been a fan of that rule, which I don't enforce that with my patterns. I think that if you made it something with your own 2 hands, you should be able to sell it regardless if it's your pattern or not. And I put that in all of my patterns. Feel free to sell the finished items. Oh, Caesar is live. No way. Let's pull him up. Let's pull him up here.
Hello, kitten.
Guys, I'm going to send Caesar some poop. There we go. Happy poop for the seas. All right. Back to work, back to work. He's been really enjoying Pal World. But he also really enjoyed it whenever we were playing just the demo. And now it's the full game. He's been having a lot of fun with it. I'm still watching through the first Portal 2 live of Caesar's. I'm very behind. If you guys didn't know, Caesar and I played co-op Portal 2 together in the second live stream, which was hilarious and really fun. If you want to go back and watch the VOD. In the beginning of the VOD, it should be Portal 2, Part 2. He finished the game, and then he finished it really fast. So he was like, well, what are we going to do now? And I was like, let's play co-op together. So I hopped on and did the live stream with him playing games. We didn't finish it though, but the levels that we did do was very funny. You can use acrylic if you want. You may. I'm not in charge of you. Man, I thought the new black yarn wasn't squeaking, but I guess it is. Sometimes, occasionally, I don't know. I don't know if Red Heart Super Saver gets softer in the wash. Chat? Yeah, if you use acrylic, it's not going to be as breathable and it will not be as structured as cotton, because cotton doesn't usually have very much stretch to it, which is nice for tops because it holds up the chest area. I did get yarn for the bat pattern and the alien pattern. I've ordered it. I've gotten the shipping confirmation. It's on its way. So whenever it gets here, we shall be making some Halloween Ami with my amazing, really good Chanel yarn from Zaddy Crafts. Thank you for the floating heart. Okay, I think we will do one row on the outline. I don't want to do the straps on live because it's a lot of chaining and then a lot of slip stitching and it's really boring. So I might have made one sweater or so for my dogs, but no, not really. I've gotten sweaters for them in the P.O. box from other people, and they're very cute. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is after this row on the outline is done, that'll be it for today. Whenever you guys get an ad in the live stream, does the video, like, does it skip a part for you or does it start playing right where you left off? Does that make sense? Like, whenever it goes away and it plays an ad, whenever it comes back, are you still up to date with the actual live stream? Okay, it does skip. I have to repress the live button to meet back up with you. You know, I'm wondering because I mean, based off of like the chat, there's always like multiple people that are behind on the live stream, you know? Like commenting about stuff that happened at the beginning, or I was wondering if ads played a part in that, but it sounds like for most people it doesn't. Ow. Catherine, happy 15 months. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Okay, weird. See, someone said I've seen that done with baby blankets. They're definitely talking about quilting from earlier. Maybe they've paused it, but if they did pause it, then why type in the live chat whenever they're not watching it live? That is one thing that I'm not a fan of about YouTube Live versus the Twitch Live, that you can go back and scroll through it, the whole thing, and then constantly in the YouTube Live, people are behind. If during the live stream, I think it should just stay at the live part the whole time. And then whenever it's posted later as a VOD, then you can scroll back through the entire thing, you know? right? I also would love it if YouTube did what they do on Twitch, where if you are a member for someone on Twitch, then you don't get ads on their channel, right? That's how it works on Twitch. Yeah, but maybe that would discourage people from getting YouTube Premium. I have YouTube Premium, love it. I've only had it for like a year, but oh my gosh, it's crazy. Because on Twitch, if you like subscribe to someone, which is the same thing as having a membership on YouTube, then you don't get ads on their live streams, which is great. But if you're a member for someone on YouTube, then all you get is like the emotes and stuff. You still have to watch all the ads. Unless you have YouTube Premium. Happy 14 months. Doing okay. Not enough people do YouTube Live. There's some big streamers over on YouTube. Not as many as on Twitch, obviously, but you know. Thank you for the finger hearts, by the way. On the live, down over here somewhere, right? There should be a button that says live, and it should have a dot on it. If the dot is gray, then you're not up to date on the live stream. If it's red, then that means you're live. So I'm on Caesar's live stream right now. Right here on the bottom, it says live right here. It says live right there, and then the circle is gray. If it's red, then you're actually live. If it's gray, then you're behind. Anyway. Did it raise the prices recently? Yeah, the live chat on the phones and the TVs are not always the same. You could dual stream YouTube and Twitch for quite a while, actually. It's been an option. I just don't like Twitch. I started streaming on Twitch first. And Twitch is just, there's not very many crafters over on Twitch. Twitch mainly just brought a bunch of creepy men to my channel, and that's not really what I wanted. But also, it was super hard to get people from my YouTube channel to go over to Twitch because there's just so many people that have no idea, first of all, how live streams work, and second of all, like, what Twitch even is. The concept of Twitch is so weird to very many people, especially a large portion of my audience. So I was like, I'm just gonna live stream on YouTube because live streaming on Twitch, it's nice. Twitch is definitely a better platform for live streaming. If you're going to be a live streamer, then Twitch is better. But it's just easier for me to be here on YouTube overall. Yeah, whenever I was live streaming, I was streaming in the crafting section. I did do some just chatting though, I think. But nothing crazy. Just chatting as a hellscape? Yeah. uh. Just chatting, IRL, you know. Because I've done like IRL yarn shopping live streams. Weaving in ends in knitting is definitely different than weaving in ends in crochet. I think weaving in ends in knitting is so hard because there's nowhere to hide them. Like, I don't even... That's actually, I have a whip currently. I started knitting a scarf and I ran out of yarn. So I need to tie on my second skein and I'm like, I don't even want to continue the scarf to add on the second skein because I don't want to deal with the ends. In crochet, it's so much easier. Yeah, I just have to put the straps on here. I don't know if I've done a project with both crochet and knitting in it. Okay. Really squeaking now. Not that I remembered. Do a Russian join for plied yarn. Russian join. I don't know if I have a favorite pattern that I've written. The one that I make the most is probably the double-stranded knit beanie. What is the Russian join anyway? The Jethro cardigan has knit and crochet. It's on my bucket list. Oh. Man, I want to be done with this. You join yarns together by sewing into the fibers with a tapestry needle. What? I'll look it up. I'll look it up after stream today. Oh, geez. You kind of just run a tapestry needle between the yarn fibers. It's a great join. So is it like felting the ends together or no? Okay, so it's just felting the ends. Bye-bye, Cade. Okay, interesting. I think it should work with the yarn that I'm using, maybe. Split splicing. Okay. Should be easy with super bulky yarn as a first try. All right. Yeah, you guys, if you, the start of the scarf is in the last vlog, isn't it? Okay. I need some lunch. What are we having for lunch today, my friends? Sandwich, soup, no salad. It only works with 100% wool. I don't know what the yarn I'm using is. It's floofy. Breakfast burrito. I love breakfast. Oh, sushi sounds good. Dang. Thai food. I think I have everything to make a sandwich. Okay. 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 So close. So close. Oh, sorry. Hit you guys. Slip stitch. And we're done. Okay. Done for today. All that's left is to do the straps, which, like I said, I'll probably not do on stream because that is so boring. But here's the top. Need to do one more round of the border, work in the straps. First spiderweb top of the Halloween season, second one of the year. But there we go. Yes, pattern is on my website, passioknitgoods.com. The YouTube tutorial is on my channel. Bags are currently restocked. The Passionate Definition bags, they are on passioknitgoods.com as well. T-shirts and sweatshirts are up. Stickers are up. New merch is coming sometime soon. The other tote bags should also be restocked soon. Soon as in sometime within the next 3 months. So yeah, just keep that in mind. But that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me for the live. Sorry we didn't have our regularly scheduled video, but life happens. And you know what? I could have posted nothing today, but instead I went live. So there we go. That's all. That's all I have for you. So I'll see you guys next time, okay? I am planning on going live tomorrow for our regularly scheduled Saturday lives. And back to regular Monday, Friday videos, Wednesday lives next week. But that's it. I'll see you guys next time, okay? Thanks for joining, everyone. If you still need something to watch and you are semi-interested in video games, you can go watch Caesar's live stream. He's downstairs. I'm about to walk down there and say hello. He's playing Pal World, which is a fun take, kind of Pokemon-esque, except for you have pals instead of Pokemon. So that's all. But I'll see you guys next time, all right? Bye.